Hey, Blard Nation, Blards in the building. I'm about to do a ranking on the top 10 shooting guards in the NBA 2019-2020 season. If you missed my last video on the ranking of the top 10 point guards of the 2019-2020 season, that'll be a link in the description. Let's get on to this list. And number 10 will be, as you can see, Jaylen Brown's averaging 20.4 points a game, 6.4 rebounds, and 2.2 assists a game. As you can see, Jaylen Brown's stats don't look crazy at all, but Jaylen Brown is a scorer at best, and he's a very good scorer for the Celtics, helping them win games and being a reliable player in clutch situations, as he's been hitting some clutch shots this season, as well as playing some solid defense when it matters as well. And you don't expect Jaylen Brown to be a playmaker at all. You expect him to be a scorer, and he's doing a very good job at that at best. And number 9 will be, so you can see DeMar DeRozan's averaging 22.2 points a game, 5.6 rebounds, and 5.6 assists a game. DeMar DeRozan's stats look pretty good this season, even though San Antonio Spurs have been disappointing. DeMar DeRozan has been an assassin in mid-range. He knows his hot spots while shooting. He has been involved in his game by having some form of playmaking ability and making his teammates some point better, even though they're very young and it's going to take some time for them to develop. DeMar DeRozan has some form of leadership role in the San Antonio Spurs. He's becoming a better leader at best and keeps improving his team as well. And DeMar DeRozan deserves the number 9 spot, and number 8 will be, Zach LaVine's averaging 25.5 points a game, 4.8 rebounds, and 4.2 assists a game. Zach LaVine's stats look great this season. In my opinion, the most underrated player in the NBA. He could score from anywhere in the court, 3-point line, mid-range. He could dunk on your face. He could do anything. Only reason he's only number 8 is because he needs to work on his defense and some form of playmaking, and he needs to become a little bit better leader for his team as well. But other than that, he's carrying the Bulls, easily the best player on the Bulls, but he still has a lot of work to do to evolve his game to the next level, to be like top 5 at best. But Zach LaVine is an amazing player in my opinion and deserves more exposure than he's getting. He's like a silent assassin in the NBA because he's putting up numbers, but nobody really recognizes that. Also, Zach LaVine is a very clutch shooter as well, and that's why I need to mention that as well. And number 7 will be, CJ McCollum is averaging 22.5 points a game, 4.1 rebounds, and 4.3 assists a game. CJ McCollum's stats don't look the best, but the only reason I have him number 7 is because how he stepped up when Damian Lillard got injured. CJ McCollum become a perfect number 1 scorer for the Trailblazers, help them carry them, help them win some games and carry them to closer to a playoff position they could be, and that's mainly because CJ McCollum stepped up his role when Damian Lillard got injured, and CJ McCollum has been a clutch shooter this season as well. And like Zach LaVine, I think CJ McCollum could work on his playmaking and leadership role, especially when the best player is injured. He needs to step up a little bit on the leadership aspect, but as the basketball aspect, CJ McCollum stepped up a lot in being a very great first option for his team when Damian Lillard's injured, and a very great second option when Damian Lillard is playing. Donovan Mitchell's averaging 24.2 points a game, 4.4 rebounds a game, and 4.2 assists a game. Donovan Mitchell's stats look great this season, and I hope he's doing well because he was tested positive for coronavirus. Make sure everyone Make sure y'all be safe by washing your hands, not touch your face, and social distancing. But Donovan Mitchell is a clutch player and he's a scorer that's a very efficient scorer with a positive mindset and a good leadership role for the Utah Jazz and making his teammates much more better and for the young core for the team as well. And Donovan Mitchell has been improving his defense too, and a little bit of playmaking ability, and he has some fancy movesets that keep the defense guessing as well. Number 5 will be Paul George is averaging 21 points a game, 5.7 rebounds a game, and 3.9 assists a game. Paul George's stats are good, but they're not great. But he's a top 5 player because his defense is one of the best in the NBA. Unfortunately he hasn't played too many games this season, but when you see him offensively, he is a threat. Every team is going to be eyeing on Paul George, even when Kawhi Leonard's on the field, because Paul George is a deadly player. And Paul George's chemistry with the Clippers is very, very good, especially with Kawhi Leonard. They're teaming well. Great. Their team are very great, and Clippers are a very dangerous team, and in my mind could be NBA champions this year if this momentum continues and Paul George keeps playing his great defense and being a huge threat offensively as well. Devin Booker is averaging 26.1 points a game, 4.2 rebounds a game, and 6.6 assists a game. As you guys know, I'm a huge Devin Booker fan. I'm literally wearing a Devin Booker jersey right now, and Devin Booker's stats are looking great this season. Devin Booker is becoming a team player. He's getting career highs in assists this season, and Devin Booker is still averaging over 25 points a game, and somehow the Suns still suck. Devin Booker's literally passing the ball, shooting the ball, being efficient as possibly a person could be, and the Suns still suck. Like, I don't know what you say about that. Devin Booker, you should leave the Suns, my man. And number 3 will be Jimmy Butler's averaging 20.2 points a game, 6.6 rebounds, and 6.1 assists a game. Jimmy Butler's stats are looking good this season, mainly because he's a defensive player and he's being one of the best defensive players in the NBA and has been a very good influence due to his young core, like Tyler Hero and Kendrick Nunn and Bam Adebayo, and he's currently a great team chemistry all around, helping the Heat win games, and currently Heat are winning a lot of games. They're never fourth in the seat, and that's mainly because of Jimmy Butler as a player balling out for the Heat, and he's been such a good role, and that's the type of player he is. Number 2 will be Bradley Beal's averaging 30.5 points a game, 4.2 rebounds a game, and 6.1 assists a game. Bradley Beal's stats are fantastic this season. He's the second most leading scorer in the NBA, and he's still having playmaking ability as well. And he's carrying the Washington Wizards. Unfortunately, the team sucks, and he can't really do that much, and they're trash. But Bradley Beal is great though. Look at Bradley Beal with 30 points, averaging 30 points a game. That's incredible for an NBA player, and having six assists. So he's getting his assists, being a playmaker as well with his stat line and being a clutch player as well. So what can you ask for Bradley Beal? I can't believe the Wizards are so bad when Bradley Beal is being such a great player for them. But you know what it is. He needs to get traded or leave this team in offseason to gain success. But Bradley Beal is a fantastic player, and he deserves so much more than what he's getting right now, because he's working so hard for the Wizards, but it's just going nowhere for them. But number 1 will be James Harden's averaging 34.4 points a game with 6.4 rebounds a game and 7.4 assists a game. James Harden's stats look like MVP numbers to me. James Harden is the smartest shooting guard in the NBA because he always knows when to draw a foul. It's like when he sees somebody's arm, he gets fouled and goes to the free throw line. I know it's a boring way to play basketball, but it's a smart way to get points and a smart way to get his team to get W's. And another thing about James Harden, his passing is very underrated and nobody appreciates how many times he passes a game. And he's a great playmaker as well as being the best scorer in the NBA. That's why James Harden's number 1. If you guys enjoy my list of the top 10 shooting guards in the NBA, make sure to like, subscribe, and peace. Butler out.